do you think it is that has sustained RuneScape for now going on 12 years, not, as a global audience? So you guys are at over 200 million accounts now?
Wow, I think it's a lot of things. I think it's very different. I think it's pretty fun. It's smart. I think there's smart as in cerebral. I think there's it's casual whilst it's core, and I know that sounds like a contradiction. It's not meant to be. There's so much content there that there's always something for someone, irrespective of how you want to interact with it. Whether you want to be a social butterfly, hardcore, PvPer, skiller, just trading. There's thousands, tens of thousands of hours of any one thing you'd want to do. So I think that's given it broad appeal. I think the fact that it was browser-based and it gave people a free trial, a free opportunity to experience the content really helped. Really, all our successes to date have been viral, organic growth. It's players telling players about this. We've only recently, 2 years ago or so, started building a marketing team, a PR team, my first events ever. So, good content speaks for itself. I think that's at the heart of RuneScape. We're always updating it week after week. It's a game service. It's not just a product. You don't just produce it and ship it. And we have a relationship with our players. More than 50% of our members have been with us more than 5 years and growing. So we keep those relationships. We develop those relationships. We're always doing innovative stuff, and it's exhilarating and it's terrifying in the same sentence. You know, if we're going to be around, which we all very much intend to do for the next 10 years, we have to do innovative stuff. We have to be grounded. We have to try new technologies. We have to try new game methods, monetization methods. We have to experiment. At the same time, we know players don't like change, and there is a real dichotomy. But we work very hard at that. We talk to players. We tell them why we're thinking about doing something, why we want to try something. We try to do it with their support wherever possible. Sometimes you just have to be brave, and it's not going to be popular, but it's the right thing for the long term of the game. So you do it anyway. You have to roll those punches. But I think it's really our philosophy to being as inclusive as possible, as mass market as possible. The content development team are all encouraged to be individuals and produce stuff they're passionate about, rather than being normed into a creative director who says, whoa, 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 that's not my vision for the game. He works with them and amplifies what they're trying to produce. So each bit of content has a real distinct personality. They're not shopping list quests, kill this, do this, say this, and you're done. Leveled up. It's epic Tolkien-esque adventures, week after week, story, lore, and humor. And I think that's created a really beautiful tapestry for the game. And I think it's a social network. I think there's a community there who, we know at any one point in time between 10 and 15% of our players are just chatting in the lobby with each other. So that's where they go to hang out. That's where they go to chill out after work, or meet up with their friends, or just have an escapist experience and be entertained. So I think it's a lot of things. I think it's the fact that we also just keep trying really, really hard to be different and new week after week, and delight and surprise our players week after week. I think they recognize that. I think they know Jagex makes great games. They trust us with that. They trust us with their dollars. They trust us with their time, which probably means a lot more than their dollars, actually. And for many hours, for many players that spend thousands of hours in our game. So to me, I think we've got that powerful relationship where people know this is worth spending the next 5 years of your entertainment in this product, and it'll be around for the next 5 years after that. It's hard to say it's an investment, but I could see that in a certain way.
When it comes to RuneScape 3, you guys are employing new technology, including HTML5. I want to get your thoughts as we see more and more people playing with tablets and smartphones, what opportunities you see with other devices when it comes to this game and the types of games you guys make.
Yeah, our vision has always been to be platform agnostic, language agnostic. So the internet doesn't have any borders. You should be in every language. You should be on any device connected to the internet. And we've certainly spent the last 5 years focusing on that quite specifically as a tech strategy. HTML5, I think, is a good first move in terms of being future-proof. I think we're very much be the first to demonstrate what the full technology suite is capable of, and to bring a game of this size and complexity to such an infant technology standard. But I think that's part of future proofing. So would we see an incredible rise next week of support for this? That's the browser's still fragmented, but it's the right thing to do, so we do it. It clearly wouldn't be fast enough to run on tablets and stuff, so you'd have to go native with that. We've built a tool and a tech pipeline that lets us do that. We're focusing on tablets for RuneScape in Q4, which is again an extension of the existing game experience, but optimized for that user interface and experience. I think we would be going mobile shortly after that in terms of apps that augment the game and provide productivity or other ways of interfacing with the game, but still cater for the smaller real estate. I'm pretty excited about smart TVs. I'm placing an early bet there for 2014 on RuneScape. There's technically no reason why we wouldn't be on consoles too, except for the fact that they all want to run walled gardens, so we won't go there yet. But yeah, so us having a multi-platform offering, our tech means that the game is in the cloud anyway. I think we're one of the first people. The reason we have all this proprietary technology is, we were doing virtualization, cloud, server-side streaming at scale 12 years ago, before they became buzzwords, before cloud was cool, right? So we had to build it ourselves. But that's meant that really the game, logic, state, everything's server-side. We only use the client for rendering, controller input, and audio. So we actually have a very, very light client, a very thin client, and everything's streamed on demand. So porting that to other devices is actually, I don't want to say not that hard, because the tech team would get very upset with me, but it's relatively low effort compared to other games. And that, whilst I talk about that with RuneScape, that's our same design philosophy we've taken on Transformers Universe and some of our other games too. So you would expect a lot of what Jagex produces or about to launch shortly being multi-platform.